So we're back at the museum, and well, we're rebuilding this bearing here, which was shot, and the reason that we didn't get a bunch of the other work, so we had this wooden gear run in last year so that they're operating during the season. And so now what we're doing is cutting all of the wedges. Well, it's hard to really see how this is going. Let me show you. So here you can see the wooden teeth that we did last year, wearing very nicely. And you can see we've now marked these have all worked themselves in. They're a compound wedge. They're all the right tightness. Nothing's come loose. It's around the season. So now we're going to cut them all and set them all the same length. Any problems, if there's any shifting in those, we know that there's a problem with the gear. And so I'll show you how that's going to go this year. There's lots to do this year. So I got Scab here helping me this year. If you don't know Scab, he's responsible for all the artwork, and I think he's been working with me on occasion when I can convince him. Oh man, since teenage years, Matt?
Yeah, 13.
Since 13. Matt says I made him work for him at 13.
For free.
For free, of course. I'm still paying for that one. Anyway, everything's holding up at the mill here, and we're just finishing up this. We have a bit of work to do upstairs, and then we have to work our way down to the other turbines, which it's going to be fun. And stay tuned. So here's the wedges. They're compound, as you can see, and they have been fitted to each tooth. Now, you know, sometimes they're a little sloppy at the top, or they're sloppy at the bottom. Now, you amateurs might think that you actually touch that surface. In other words, this needs to be either tighter this way or tighter that way. And you'd say, well, you know, you don't want to touch that surface. So I say hand tools ruin everything. Machines do a proper cutting job. So we used hand tools to fit here. So how do you fit a compound dovetail if it's loose at the top or loose at the bottom? If it's loose at the bottom, what you do is you remove wood from that surface. Okay, this is the one. So what would happen is if you remove that, this would draw in closer, which would make that this taper thinner at this end now. So, you know, as an amateur would take that and try to plane that on a taper and use a whole bunch of skill. But someone with a bit of experience knows that it takes no skill to do the backside. And if we narrow the backside, right? It makes the width smaller. Anybody doing dovetails knows that if your shoulder is cut too far in, it's going to reduce its thickness. That is how you fit compound dovetails without ever touching the machine surfaces, which are perfect. Did you get that? Anyway, thought you'd like to see that. Now, these are the numbers. Our teeth are numbered. These wedges go between 51 and 52. And so everything has been fitted so that when we drive everything in, these stick out of the cast iron frame all at an even pace. And so anybody can see if there's a problem with the gear. These will shift up and down, and if there is, we have a problem. Okay? So that is fitting the wedge teeth, which have been run in for a year.